Have you ever met someone who seemed absolutely perfect at first, only to realize months later that the relationship was slowly draining your happiness? Sometimes the biggest red flags don't look dangerous. In fact, they're often disguised as confidence, passion, or even love. Psychologists say our brains are surprisingly bad at spotting unhealthy behavior when attraction is involved. That's because emotions often overpower logic. Today, we're exploring 7 psychological signs she may be a red flag. These aren't about judging people or labeling someone as bad. Instead, they're behaviors that research has linked to unhealthy relationship patterns. Some are obvious, others are so subtle that most people don't notice them until it's too late. Let's begin. 1. She turns every disagreement into your fault. Have you noticed that every argument somehow ends with you apologizing, even when you weren't the one who caused the problem? This can be a psychological manipulation tactic known as blame shifting. Instead of taking responsibility, the person redirects attention towards your mistakes. Over time, this can make you question your own memory and judgment. Psychologists sometimes refer to extreme forms of this as part of gaslighting, where someone consistently causes another person to doubt their perception of reality. Healthy relationships involve accountability from both people. If one person is never wrong, that's a warning sign. 2. She wants all your time. At first, it feels flattering. She wants to text constantly. She wants to know where you are every hour. She gets upset whenever you spend time with friends or family. Many people mistake this for love, but psychology suggests excessive possessiveness often comes from insecurity and fear of abandonment rather than genuine affection. Love allows freedom. Control demands constant access. If your world keeps getting smaller because of the relationship, pay attention. 3. She loves the chase more than the relationship. Some people are addicted to excitement. They shower you with affection, send long messages, talk about the future almost immediately. Then, as soon as you become emotionally invested, they suddenly become distant. Psychologists often connect this hot and cold behavior with inconsistent attachment patterns. Your brain starts chasing the emotional highs. The unpredictability can become addictive because your brain keeps hoping the affection will return. That's why leaving these relationships often feels harder than expected. 4. She never respects your boundaries. Healthy relationships require boundaries. Maybe you said you needed some alone time. Maybe you weren't comfortable sharing certain personal information. Maybe you said no. Instead of respecting your decision, she pressures you until you give in. Psychology shows that people who repeatedly ignore boundaries often prioritize their own needs above everyone else's. Respect isn't measured when people get what they want, it's measured when they don't. Someone who refuses to respect your limits today may ignore much bigger boundaries tomorrow. 5. She constantly creates drama. Every week there's a new crisis. Someone betrayed her, someone is jealous of her, someone is always the villain. While everyone experiences conflict occasionally, a person surrounded by endless drama may actually be contributing to it. Psychologists call this conflict-seeking behavior. Some individuals become emotionally attached to chaos because calm feels unfamiliar or boring. Eventually, you become emotionally exhausted trying to fix problems that never seem to end. 6. She uses jealousy as a weapon. She intentionally flirts with other people to make you jealous. She constantly mentions other men who are interested in her. She compares you to her ex. She enjoys watching your reaction. Psychologically, jealousy can become a tool for control. Instead of building trust, it creates insecurity. Healthy partners make you feel safe. Manipulative partners make you compete for affection. The difference is enormous. 7. She lacks empathy. This may be the biggest red flag of all. How does she react when you're stressed, when you're sick, when you're struggling? Does she genuinely care, or does every conversation somehow return to her? Empathy is one of the strongest predictors of healthy relationships. Without empathy, arguments become battles, problems become competitions, your feelings become inconveniences. Someone who consistently ignores your emotions may struggle to build a truly supportive relationship. The psychology behind why we ignore red flags. Here's something fascinating. Our brains don't naturally look for danger when we're attracted to someone. They often do the opposite. Psychologists describe this as the halo effect. When we find someone physically attractive or charming, our brain automatically assumes they also possess other positive qualities, like honesty, kindness, and intelligence. This mental shortcut can blind us to obvious warning signs. Another factor is confirmation bias. Once we believe someone is the one, we unconsciously focus on evidence that supports that belief, while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. That's why friends often notice red flags before we do. They're seeing the situation without emotional attachment. Final thoughts. No one is perfect. Everyone has flaws. Having one of these behaviors occasionally doesn't automatically make them a bad partner. What matters is the pattern. Do they accept responsibility? Can they communicate honestly? Are they willing to grow? Healthy relationships aren't built on perfection. They're built on trust, respect, empathy, and emotional maturity. The right person won't make you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells. They'll make you feel safe enough to be yourself. So before you ignore another warning sign, ask yourself one question. Are you falling in love with who they really are, or with who you hope they'll become? Sometimes that single question can change your entire future. If you enjoyed this psychology breakdown, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos exploring human behavior, relationships, and the hidden psychology behind everyday life. And here's a question for you. Which red flag do you think people ignore the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.